Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bearded Respect. We're
Hello.
159. Ooh,
Hello.
really moving along.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Thursday,
Hello. Hello.
Friday Junior.
Jason, you want to say hi to all these fine people in the chat?
Yep, I got Jumpmaster first. How's it going, Lewis? And I got Foxy. Hey, John. And Baker's probably not here right now. He's going to catch the replay. Whiskers and Whiskey. Hey, Jacob. Good to
How
see
you
you.
doing?
Kilt Beard Company.
Welcome, welcome.
Yep, thank you. Good to see you. Hey, Mad Donkeys.
How
Good
you
to see you
doing?
guys as well. Mrs. Bruce City. Hey, Becky.
How you doing, honey? Yeah, it's Thursday again. Yeah, this week seems to flew by.
Hey, Amber.
How you doing, Amber? Brother Amber?
Hey, Brad.
Brad?
Toll Booth Willie. Hey, Willie. Jeffrey. Good to see you. Hey, Michael.
Thanks.
Randy R. Hey,
How you doing,
Randy.
Randy?
Frankie J. Hey, Frankie. Thanks for joining. Now we got Jordan J. The Bearded Elf.
Welcome, welcome.
We got Babysitter Jess. Hey, Jessica.
Hello.
Hi, Dynamite.
How you
Hey,
doing?
there he is. He's in the house.
Hey, James. Good to see you.
How you doing, James?
Hey, Warren.
How you
Warren.
doing?
Hey, Tim. Good to see you, buddy. Hope things are going well. Bob and Terry. Friggin' frack.
you doing?
Hey.
This is the music Japanese toilets play. I'm not hearing any music. Maybe
Yeah, I
that's
don't
what he
hear any.
means.
That may have been during our intro.
Hey, 3D.
How you doing?
Ray Sandoval. Good to see you, Ray.
Welcome.
Hey, Big Stu. It's been a couple, buddy. Good to see you.
How you doing?
Hey, Santa Tom. Good to see you
Santa.
as well. There he is. There's 20 Spray Ray. Hey, Smokey. James. Hey, James. Hey, Chris. Yeah.
How you doing, Chris?
Yep. And there's Tara. Hey, Tara.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
Hey guys.
Yeah, I got it. And then there's 30 Spray. Jay. The Nothing King. Thy Nothing King. Hey, Jay.
How you doing?
There he is. Hey, Chief. Good to see you, Stephen.
How you doing?
Joshua Andrews. Good to see you.
Hey Josh.
How you doing?
Quite a few. Quite a few. I gotta make sure I don't miss anybody.
41 in here already. Let's go.
Okay. Oh, and then we got Carrie. Hey, Carrie.
How you doing?
Good to see you. And no, Smokey, he's not fired. He needs some personal time.
Yeah, he's still on his hiatus. We have no clue when that's going to end. As far as I know, we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Tara's agent. I don't think she knows either. And yeah,
I'm
Becky.
sure he'll be happy to be back.
Yeah.
You can't hear my sounds?
Nope.
Nope, can't
hear any of them.
Oh, I've been hitting the button. Sure, the one week I don't check it.
There it is.
Let's go.
You heard that one?
Yes,
Yep.
sir. Hey, Jack's here.
A balm sabbatical. Was he just use balm then?
Yeah, Tara didn't get her hello, murderer.
Hello, murderer.
Well, I did hit the button.
Okay, well, I'm caught up anyway, guys. We got 42 strong in here.
Well, that's real nice.
Okay, I'm gonna show a few pictures of Flannelpalooza last weekend. A lot of my bearded brothers from the Renegade Beard Club had shown up.
Nice.
And it was just a great event with Lit leading it. So show a few of those. Here's Anthony from Lit announcing. Here's some of my bearded brothers from the Wisconsin chapter. We got Tony T and DQ in here. There's me with my green beard behind DQ.
Nice. That's right. You did freestyle, didn't you, Scott?
I attempted it anyway.
Nice.
I sure tried. And I know if you go on on Instagram, because Bruce said he put up a video when I'm on stage.
Nice.
And one of the guys from our chapter did win the freestyle.
Oh, nice.
That was the Joker, huh?
Yep. The Joker one. You'll see him in a minute here. This guy standing back by the post, that's actually the guy who won the business beard last year.
Hmm.
And here's Anthony and the three judges, Ken Sconson, DQ, and Melissa from Flannel Fox. They put on a great event. There was stuff going all down the street, and it was liked by a lot of people. It wasn't all jam-packed in the park this year. It was real nice. And then there's the awards they gave away with these big gift baskets. And then the best in show was taken by whoever they thought the crowd cheered the loudest out of the three.
Was it anybody from your club, Scott?
Yeah. Well, one from our club, one freestyle. I think it's the next picture here. That don't want to load. Of course. Here's the three winners. The one guy in the camouflage jacket, he's actually part of the Renegade Beard Club from Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
Traveled all the way from Nevada, and he won the lumber snack. And then Travis in the middle, dressed up as Joker. He's the vice president of the Wisconsin chapter, the Renegade Beard Club. He won the freestyle, and the guy, he's actually from North Carolina in like October, he said. And then they had like a audience applause to decide who won the overall, and it was the guy in the gray coat who was actually just recently moved to Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he's never been in a competition before. He won the big Pit Boss grill and about $1,000 worth of things from different companies.
Holy
from around the
smokes.
area.
That's a nice prize.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, they get like lip products for a year.
Oh, wow.
There's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of stuff. But it's a pretty great event. For $10, you basically get some great stuff for just entering. That razor hater hat I always wear, you get one of those. So I got my third one of those. A brush. He also threw in a deal for 50% off in oil. So that was pretty great. You get your money out of with just what Anthony gives you in your swag bag, and then
Mm-hmm.
if you can win some of these products, that just makes it even better. There's one more here. Yeah, this is the Wisconsin chapter. Well, and we also have Dino in there in the front row, who's from the Minnesota chapter of the Renegade Beard Club. But it was a pretty epic day. Fun had by many of us, just the camaraderie. And we actually, I believe we got 2 new members from the competition. So for us, it was a great event. We also got to promote our 501c for our chapter's new 501c this year. So we have a lot of cool things going on this year because it'll be the first complete year we've been able to raise funds through the 501c. But it was a great event.
Very nice.
We all had a blast. If you get a chance to check it out next year, be sure to. It was a lot of fun. A little cold, but as Miss Bruce City says here, you don't have to have a beard to join the Renegade Club. Just facial hair. and you can reach out to me at any time. I'm always on IG and wherever, and I'll get you directed to the right route to join. It's a lot of hanging out on Discord, but we do a lot of events that are pretty cool, and this is one of them. And I will be going out in end of July. We're putting on a beard competition in Kentucky through Beans, who was in the chat last week. And that'll be another great event.
That's at the end of July.
Yeah, it's at the end of July. 26th, I think.
So it'll be after Worlds.
Yes. Mike is still on a hiatus. He just needed some personal time. I don't know when he will return. But I do see him pop in streams pretty regularly. But he's just taking some time away for a personal matter. But we can't wait for him to return. And that's all I got for Flannelpalooza. If you guys don't have anything else, we can bring our guest on.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if you guys prepared any questions. I don't think he got the 5 questions last time.
Oh, you don't? Well, I can hit him up with 5.
Let's do it, Jason. Let's see what he's got.
Hey guys,
welcome to the show.
Evan.
Glad to be back.
Evan.
Hey, Evan.
Is everybody staying warm?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, trying to.
It's negative 23 here this morning.
Oh, yeah, we're
getting a
warm
lot of snow,
compared
but not that cold.
Okay. And Warren said he's going to leave now.
No, the massage tractor's put away for the winter, Tara. Diesel doesn't run real well in the cold. And the ground doesn't really dig up that well either.
Not when it's in the negative, that's for sure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I
I didn't even
can't-
see that.
Yeah.
Nice, see?
Congrats on your nuptials.
Congratulations on that. I'm sure the missus has all kinds of stuff for you to do.
Tara's just talking smack. Hey, everybody else.
Well, Jason, you ready for the questions?
Yeah, I'm ready. Evan, did you do the 5 questions the first time you were on?
I think so, but I don't. It's been over a year.
Yeah.
Your answers have changed.
Yeah, they might have.
Well, maybe not the first one. The first one, I'm still going to go with it. Your favorite toy as a kid.
Oh, crap. You know, I don't want to get all sappy, but I'm just gonna do, because it is my favorite toy, and I don't have it anymore. I mean, I have some, but they're scattered all over the farm. But my mom passed away when I was 9, and on the last Christmas we had together, I was 8 years old, and I wanted Legos for Christmas, and she got me Lincoln Logs. And I was so mad that I got Lincoln Logs and I didn't get Legos. but naturally I played with them. I thought they were cool after a while, but I kicked myself for the way I behaved. And then looking back now, I'm like, those were cool.
Mhm.
So, I mean, those are probably my favorite toys I ever got, were those Lincoln Logs.
Nice. Our
But,
son loves
it's
his
kids
Lincoln
being a
Logs.
kid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it happens.
Crap. I did make a lot of cow pies as a kid too. So, yeah. And then, right up there would be a BB gun. I shot a lot of sparrows with a BB gun.
Oh boy.
Are the Amish. Kylie couldn't get over it that I bartered with one of my customers in town here. He's a cattle farmer, and I traded some of my beard goods for some hamburger. He's like, I can't. He's like, I can't even fathom you still barter for things. I
Well,
paid the
why not?
difference.
If the trade works.
Mhm.
Yeah, I paid the
Right.
difference.
Yeah, some of my questions I have jotted down are
Chief.
kind of. Well, I'll ask this. Like I said, I don't know what was asked before. You forgot. I forgot. Everybody in the chat probably forgot. So, what was some of your, before you got into the beard oil business? What was some of your favorite hobbies or pastimes? What did you do for fun? I'm not saying that making beard oil is fun, but you know what I mean.
A lot of it. I used to do a lot of duck hunting and a lot of big game like deer. But that kind of came to an end too when I got married and had kids. Not because she's not going to let me go hunting. It's just between that and then I was always busy in the fall with my career. It just any time off, I'm like, I'm just going to stay home. But after that, I got back into like collecting Pokemon cards because millennial in me. What do you do? And then some firearm stuff. I I used to buy a lot of hunting firearms, and then I got more into more sidearm stuff like that, and then I went down the rabbit hole of beard stuff, and then that became my new hobby. So
Most of us here understand that.
yeah,
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Let's see. Well, trying to think. How long you been in business now?
well, I went online September of 23. It's 25 right now, right?
23.
Yeah, so 23.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
started business and sold my first oil in December of 22. So just
Okay.
over 2 years.
Okay. So has anything in the 2 years, has anything gotten easier or has it gotten harder?
As far as making products, that's become a lot easier for me.
Okay.
Just one, making things in bigger batches as opposed to like one oil at a time. Um, and then truly understanding IFRA values and stuff like that. And then my last hurdle was essential oils, which I researched for pretty much before I even started, because that's originally I was going to do just essential oils, but I won't release something unless I understand it, and I couldn't find the answers I was looking for until like last summer. I finally came across something, and then it all came together and clicked. So,
Mm-hmm.
I guess the hardest thing for me, and I don't think it's ever not going to be hard for me, is marketing and social media. Um, I'm like everybody else. I can scroll social media for hours, but that doesn't mean I'm good
Yeah.
at social media. So
Yeah.
understanding algorithms and stuff like that it does not come easy to me. And even before I had a business, I'm not the guy who posts a lot of stuff. I'll share a meme with my brothers or something kind of deal. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that that's my next hurdle is I need to really figure out how to do social media the correct way. But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think a lot of the beard
I'm,
companies
I'm,
go through that struggle.
yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, I think the
yeah, I
knowing
don't,
why of things is very important. You can know how to do it, but why do they work together? You know, why are you doing it as a person? You know, that kind of thing. So that's really cool.
yep, yep.
And if you have like posts that you put out, if you tag us on them, we normally will make sure to share that out.
Yeah, and that's a big deal. And like, when you're brand new to it all, it's you don't understand any of that about every share is potentially hundreds or thousands more views on it. And I understand that now, but it still doesn't mean that I always think about those things when I post.
Right. Right.
you know?
yep,
Yeah, we
yep,
have a bunch of companies who will send us stuff, and we just share it out to whoever watches our stuff.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
and that's something I need to buckle down and get better at. So, but life happens and things come up, and then you just kind of get sidetracked, and
Oh yeah, that's pretty
it's
easy
tough,
nowadays.
full-time job doing
Yeah.
this, and then two kids, wife. It's something always coming up. So,
Yeah.
that's how I get too. Like when I'm posting stuff, like when we had that litter of puppies almost 2 years ago now, uh, I had to try to remember to hashtag bulldogs, cute puppies, that just, I hardly post anything anymore. I mean, once in a while, but it's mostly stories, but yeah, I don't remember to do all that stuff, hashtag and tag
hashtags are
people.
important. And then I think my
Yeah,
biggest problem with hashtags is understanding which ones to use
All
too.
right.
yeah.
Like you can hashtag whatever you want, but you have to
Hmm.
know which ones to use to really hit that
Mm-hmm.
algorithm. So,
Yeah,
Mhm.
some hashtags may have only 100 posts under it.
mhm.
You know,
Hmm.
others others a couple million, stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and one letter can make the difference. Like between
mhm.
beard and beards seems to be a difference maker for some reason.
Mhm.
Yep.
Let's see. What's another good question? I mean, I don't want to. I don't. I know. I don't want to ask what made you get started or why this, why that, because I know you've already answered that. Uh, hmm. I don't know. We might. Well, I don't know if we're going to get 5 questions. We might only get 4 tonight. But one of the questions I always like is what is one thing on your bucket list that you would like to accomplish in your life?
That's a good one.
Accomplish in my life. I want to visit Austria and then Scandinavia and then do a World War II tour of Europe. So I guess first thing would be
Okay.
Austria
Hmm.
because I really want to see the Austrian Alps there, and
Hmm.
I it's one of the top 5 most beautiful countries in the world, and I just really like to see it. And then I have a lot of heritage in Germany and Austria, Poland, so
Mhm.
and Scandinavia as well. So
Yeah, that's a good one. That seems to be a lot of people's bucket list is to travel. Right? There's always like that one place they always wanted to go to, or you know. So
my
yeah.
grandpa he worked at the newspaper for 61 years. The only job he had, full-time job. He used to print the papers, and then he became a proofreader. And aside from his time in the National Guard, where he was stationed at Fort Knox, he didn't go anywhere. And my dad is the exact same way, and I'm not going to be that guy. We live in the middle of nowhere, South Dakota. I'm going to go see the world.
As you should, as you should.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty much the same way. Kind of breaks up the monotony. I have one question. It was a question that was asked of me when I was at Flannelpalooza. And I thought I'd bring it to the show here or there. If your beard had a theme song, what would that song be?
Well, right now, a sad one, because I took about 6 inches off. So, oh,
That's quite a trim.
in the twilight glow, I see. It's been a long, long time. I don't know. One of those.
All right.
Scott,
I have an
what's your
answer.
beard's theme song?
Well, I don't know if anybody's seen the video that Mrs. Bruce City took, but I said it was Pantera, the song "Walk," which there are lines in there about respect, which is kind of why I picked them, and it goes along with the theme of this show, the bearded respect. So that's why I picked it.
Yep, that song will get you going.
Yeah.
So mine's an easy one. Just looking at all the gray in mine. Old Man by Neil Young.
Oh.
Interesting. Jumpmaster says, "Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain."
Yep. Yep. Any sad song will do right now, honestly. Some old sappy country song.
It still looks good.
You know, what's that old Patsy Cline one? Crazy.
Yeah.
That's actually that Patsy Cline song, Crazy. Tomorrow, Saturday night, we have a big fundraiser for the fireworks show we do every summer. But they always have karaoke afterwards. And I always go up there and make my wife sing Crazy because she sounds just like Patsy Cline, and it's awesome. I married Patsy Cline.
You do any the karaoke yourself?
Absolutely. Always got to do a Frank Sinatra number. Charlie Rich. I sound just like Charlie Rich behind closed doors. Boy, the women love that song.
All right, come on, Evan. Let's hear something.
No.
Come on.
Right. My brothers used to have a band. I can play guitar. Two of my other brothers can play guitar. One can play bass also, and then my fourth brother, he can play the drums. So we had a band, and I was the singer because my guitar skills are very limited. But I swear, my one brother, he could have went to Nashville, or he could have played in the blues. You should hear him play some Stevie Ray Vaughan licks. Wow,
Nice.
so good, so good.
Yeah.
So what was the band name then?
Original, it was the Johnson Brothers Band.
Nailed it. Nailed
And
it.
for the longest time, I was the roadie, and then I finally got good enough at guitar, and I played at like 2 gigs, and then we broke up because we were all getting married and having kids.
It actually says you're crazy for trimming so many.
Yeah. Well, so I said for months that I was going to trim it down just because I like doing it once in a while. I get knots. I get hair knots, and I think it's my pillowcase, to be honest with you. But what ended up happening is I took that beardscape, and I was in the mirror, and I went like this about 6 times. I'm like, that's got to be like right about here. I was about an inch shorter than I wanted to go. So it was. My wife came home and she was like, "What did you do? Why didn't you let me do it?" I said, "I don't know," because she's the cosmetologist, so she always does all my beard trims for me.
Mm.
And actually, while I was doing it, I'd half of it shaved off, and my 3-year-old came into the bathroom to tell me something, and she stopped mid sentence, and she's like, "What are you doing?" Your beard. I thought she was gonna cry. So
Yeah, we got a couple questions from the audience I'll hit on next.
Do those quick.
Tara wants to know, why is Corn Palace the coolest place in South Dakota?
it's really not. It's really not. Ooh. They spend a lot of time. I don't know if anybody really knows anything about the Corn Palace, but they put murals on the outside walls, and they're made of individual corn cobs. So they'll take Indian corn and different shades of field corn, sweet corn, and they make these intricate murals. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But we don't have a lot to see in South Dakota, so I mean, it's a must if you drive through. But I'd suggest going out to the Black Hills more.
Yeah.
Big Stu wants to know, what is your favorite dessert and why is it shoe fly pie?
I don't know that reference, but my favorite dessert is probably strawberry rhubarb Coogan,
Oh,
which is I don't know if anybody knows Coogan.
I do.
But
I don't.
it's kind of like a pie, but it's not a pie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a cream custard on top of would you call it a dough? It's not a crust. Yep. So I don't know. It's amazing. We actually at our wedding we had Coogan was our dessert, and Ashley's great grandma made us a strawberry rhubarb one special just for us. So that was pretty cool.
So is there like no crust on the bottom?
So it's like a dough, and then on top of the dough is like I don't know, it's like a custard filling, and then you can have different flavors like peach or blueberry.
I got you.
Yep. It's like a pie, but
Nice.
not. It's kind of weird. It's hard to describe. It's a German dessert, so it's actually the state dessert. So.
Well, if there's a peach one, you can send one my way.
I mean, I could. They sell frozen ones here at Ken's, so I mean, I could.
Another one. Well, you know what? I'm gonna hide this one because I'll ask it later.
Well,
because
I got a whole
we're kind of going to get into that. But Ashley had a question for everybody. Who is your beard hero?
Oh, my wife is watching this.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
I didn't
your
know
wife?
she'd be watching. Yeah, I didn't know she was going to be watching.
Oh.
Hey, honey.
And she says, "Coogan is
who is my beard
had
hero?
a baby."
Yeah, I
Who
mean,
is
it's a
my
question
beard
for
hero?
everybody. So, but yeah, who's your beard hero?
I mean, Leonidas was pretty cool. King Leonidas.
Yeah,
he was pretty cool. Or any Viking, like real Viking, not the Minnesota ones.
Yeah.
I'll just say James O'Rear. He's my beard hero. But he shaved his off too, so maybe I can't say him.
Mine would be
I'll go
Billy
Santa
Gibbons
Tom.
from
Santa Tom. He has the beard I want. There we go. Santa Tom's my beard hero.
Oh, he's got a pretty epic beard.
Pretty. That thing is epic. Yep. If James wouldn't have shaved his, I'd say James is my beard hero, but he messed up.
I'm gonna I don't know. It's not a beard, but it is facial hair. And I'm going to go with Sam Elliott. It's Sam Elliott's mustache. I mean,
A
Yeah,
silver fox.
yeah.
yeah,
This was epic for a long time.
yeah.
Still is. Still is epic.
Yeah.
I'm kind of missing some stuff here.
That makes me think like Duvall. Robert Duvall had a heck of a mustache too.
Yeah.
Yep. He didn't always have it though. Some movies he had it shaved. So
Yeah.
see, some people here know what Coogan is.
Mm-hmm.
Kylie was saying nobody knows what it is, and he can't even spell it right. So
Arch likes the Apple ones.
see, I'm not a big apple anything. Like if I have apple crisp or apple pie, it's gotta be like finely diced. I don't like those pies with the big chunks in them.
Yeah.
That's just me. I've always been that way. Grizzly
A lot of
Adams.
Grizzly Adams in the chat.
Grizzly
Yeah.
Adams.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
What about Hugh Glass? You know, the guy who survived the Grizzly attack. He had an epic beard.
And we got a Greg Berzinski in here.
Here's Bodo.
Yeah, he's got a good beard.
Bunch of Santa Tom.
Mm-hmm.
ZZ Top, which would be my vote. I just
You
said
know,
his name.
I'm just thinking about this.
Billy Gibbons.
Lewis said Greg Brzezinski. And I'm gonna be totally upfront and honest. I guess maybe he should be my beard hero because he's the reason I got into beard care. I was scrolling TikTok and I came across a Greg Brzezinski beard brand TikTok, and I was like, "What's this?" And I was like, "That looks freaking awesome," and that just started the whole thing right there. So maybe he should be my beard hero.
You ever watch those videos he does with all the different beard shapes and
It's been a while, but yeah, I have seen him.
yeah.
Rip Van
Ring
Winkle.
and Winkle.
That's it. That's a good one. Of course, Stu's got a good answer too. Zach Wild.
It's like, wow.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm. That's a good
that
answer.
is pretty epic.
Damn right I know what Chislook is, Brad. Chislook is life.
Yeah, Zach Wild I've seen fairly close when we saw his banding concert.
You know, and Greg, you look at, I mean, he's a model, right? Like that's what his career was. I think he was a model.
Yeah.
And then he never grew a beard, and he always had that handlebar mustache. Yeah, he made the right call going full beard. I mean, his mustache was great, but his face was built for that beard.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it always looks so perfect.
Yeah. Tyson wants to know what's your favorite thing to do outside of making beard care.
Oh, I don't have a ton of hobbies, but I guess if I was being totally honest, my favorite thing to do would probably be going to theme parks with my family. We, you know, I'm not always about going on the rides, but going to theme parks is fun, seeing the theme. And, you know, like we just got back and seeing the smiles on your 3-year-old or your 8-year-old, it's priceless. Or like a year ago, my wife always wanted to see Disney at Christmas time, so we went over her birthday and got to see all the Christmas decorations up. And that's probably my favorite thing to do is spending time with them doing that stuff. I don't always like it on the pocketbook, but you know they're only young for so long, and you can't take money with you when you're dead either. So
A lot of good memories.
Mm-hmm.
yep, and that's what matters. Yep. that, my wife said it to me, I think earlier this winter. She's like, think about it. We only have so many years left before Andrew's gone, so
Yeah, they go by quick.
yeah, they do. The youngest will be 4 here this May, so seems like yesterday.
Captain Kate.
Hmm.
I just thought it was amazing the things he hid in there.
I want to look homeless with a good beard.
I don't know how you look homeless with a good beard, but without products, I'm sure it's not going to look that great. Unless
Well, I think
unless you're local to a lot of these companies who donate to the homeless.
yeah.
Like I know Dr. Nick's donates
Mm-hmm.
a lot of his wash products to the
Mm-hmm.
homeless. So then you'd have it made. I know who
Jacob?
John
Yeah.
Matuzak is.
Jacob, that name is familiar, and I know I'm not thinking of Scott Matzuzak, but I can't place John Matzuzak. I can't. I know the name, I just
Matuzak,
can't place it. Matuzak,
football
however you say
player,
it.
Goonies.
football player.
He was in Goonies. Played for the Raiders.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I'm going to bring up Stu's other question now, since it's one of the reasons why we're here is what's on the horizon for products.
Oh, right. Well, actually, I have a not a laundry list. I have a few things, but mainly tomorrow, I'm releasing the Natural Selections line. And it's a brand new carrier blend of Abyssinian, safflower, golden jojoba, meadow foam, and sunflower seed oils. So it's a medium light, where my regular blend is a straight up medium. And then this took me, I say months, it took me months to develop, working with Dan C in consultations and stuff. But it took me years because originally when I started my business, I wanted to do all essential oils. But me being me, I wasn't going to release something without fully understanding potential side effects like phototoxicity of citrus oils and hot oils like cinnamon bark. I didn't want to have any risk involved with potential customers because that just sets myself up for, you know, litigation or whatever. Trying to think of the word. Just getting sued essentially. So finally, last summer, during some research I was doing, I finally came across something that I was looking for, that because I wasn't asking myself the right question when I was doing all this research. And then I finally asked myself the right question and figured out the answer to what I was trying to figure out for like a year and a half. So, well, anyway, in keeping with the theming of Notable Beard Co., notable people, places, things, events, and history, everybody names their separate lines something. You got the classic essential lines for 8-bit, you got the pure essential line for Johnny Ray. So I'm like, what is something historical I can do to match up with my theme? And I thought of natural selections. So Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. And I just thought it fit perfectly. And then I wanted to make the labels different from my standard labels, just so they, that it's a different carrier blend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So then I came up with names. So first and foremost, we got the man himself, Darwin. And that's going to be, I call it a woody blend. And in bottle, when you smell this, and even when you throw it in right away, all you get out of this bottle when you smell it is a blast of lime in your face. And when you first put it in, it's like you got punched in the face with that lime, but then you get your nice spicy undertones of Hinoki cypress and smooth sandalwood. So that lime dissipates real quick, and then you get that nice soft and spicy undertones of the woods in there. So don't, if anybody gets this, don't think what's woody about this. You got to throw it in. So, but that one was cool because most woody blends you see, because for me it's hard to make anything super unique with a essential oil. It's not like a fragrance oil where they have all these pre-blended things already. So I'm like, everybody's kind of got a strong cedar woody one. I wanted to make mine a little different with a citrus top note. So, and then I went Theory, which is my favorite from this new line. And this is my calming blend. And I legit say this there's no lavender in here. This is frankincense, neroli, and orange. And this calms you down. I have anxiety. I've dealt with it probably most of my adult life. This calms you down. So it's good for morning. It's good for, but at nighttime is when it really exceeds your expectations. I mean, I can't even describe it to you. You get almost like a slight piney, floral, citrus, but it's calming. It's bright yet calming. I don't know. It's an experience. Theory is. So that's kind of why I named it Theory. It's a nighttime, makes you think about things. So, and then my next one is Evolution. And this one, I did a citrus and mint blend. And this one, I thought Evolution would be a cool name for because you get that bright ruby red grapefruit and then bergamot and lemon. And then the mint comes in, or the mint hits first. And then that one, it evolves. It kind of switches positions with each other. It's really cool. Very nice and fresh. Wakes you up in the morning. Yeah, that ruby red grapefruit's nice. And then last but not least is Galapagos. And this one is a cedar and mint. And the cool thing is I loved my mint blend because it's not just peppermint. There's about 4 different essential oils that make up the proprietary mint blend in here. So I used it in both of these. But this one, you get the nice, harsh, bright citrus. And then this one, that cedar really comes through. Oh, I think I prefer Galapagos over Evolution myself, but they're both special. But they both use the same mint blend in them, but then you get different nuances throughout of it. So those are the 4 big things dropping tomorrow morning. And then I couldn't get the labels done in time or the testing between being sick and going on vacation and then getting back into the groove of things. But I am coming out with a balm, and if Brewer was here, he'd probably be jumping for joy. But I am
Nice.
coming out with a balm. And labels are ordered. So just that's going to kind of be like a silent release. Just keep your eyes open for a post on Instagram or something, because that's coming.
Nice.
That's going to be a medium hard hold. Evan's wrong. Evolution's better. See, I like Galapagos more than Evolution, but that's just me.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's going to be slightly different on what they like, since they're always subjective.
100%.
Oh yeah. And then go ahead.
Jacob wants to know if Darwin is the one you were talking about a couple months ago.
Jacob, I don't remember what we were talking about a couple months ago. Maybe. I mean, I've been really obsessed with Theory, so I mean that's probably the one we were talking about. I'm telling you, I don't know if everybody likes calming scents, but this is an experience. Theory is amazing. That Neroli does it.
Santa Tom says he's had all 4 of these for about a month. He can honestly say this is one of the special drop most special drops in a long time. Don't sleep on these. Evolution is his favorite.
Interesting. I actually figured he'd pick Galapagos. All right.
There he
See, I'm
is.
learning stuff tonight too. What I say Darwin has Lyme, then evolves. Yes, that probably also evolves. That's the thing. They all kind of have a little evolution to them, except for theory. That one doesn't change much, but that one's interesting with having no. But frankincense, there's 6 or 8 different frankincense you can use,
Yeah.
and this one that I used actually has it's a sweeter, almost piney like smell to it. So
You must have put up the bomb signal because now Brewer's here.
yeah, you heard right, Brewer. Balm is on its way.
I have a feeling
Labels
he might
are
pop in as
ordered.
soon as that was said.
Hey, Brewer.
Medium hard hold. They made the tin rattle test and it made it, so everything's a go. My moderators enjoyed that one too. I sent them a couple testers.
Definitely.
So
Yeah, when will these go live tomorrow?
7 a.m. Central
Okay.
tomorrow.
Nice.
And that's
Okay.
7 a.m. Central is also when my review with Dan C is going to drop. So at least
Nice.
it's supposed to. At least I hope so.
Yeah, he's pretty close around that time normally.
Yep.
Yeah,
yeah.
8 a.m. Eastern. He's on.
Yep. So Bob and Terry, I got to meet them when we were down in Orlando, and Bob got 4 samples of the new blend. So
Very cool.
Nice.
that was fun meeting Bob and Terry. They made cookies for the kids. I thought Bob and I were going to get in a fight about me buying him a drink. I guess, and then in other news, there's some price updates. All of my fragrance blends are going down to $18.99, and then the 2-ounce butter will be $18.99. And I haven't penciled out exactly where the balm will be, but that'll probably be $18.99, maybe $19.99. I got to do the maths.
Mhm.
And then all of my scented butters are marked down to 10 because once those are gone, they're gone. So then I'll be left with a unscented 2-ounce butter, and then the balm is also going to be unscented. And I've been using my balm every day for like a week and a half now, and it does not affect any way how the scent comes through. So,
Very cool.
Yeah, that's a good price point too.
I'll say, Scott, you've tried my butter. I mean, it's
Oh,
almost virtually 0 scent to my butter.
No, there is no scent. I've had some unscented that were slightly nutty, but
Yep.
that one, no, it is a true unscented. Works very well.
So that's what's kind of coming up for me. And
Okay.
then I'm sure most people know, but I had to bring Dead Man's Hand and make that a main line. I had to kick out Knickerbocker to do it, but Knickerbocker's not gone forever. There's going to be a short revival of it this year, and then we'll see what happens from there. So if you're a Knickerbocker fan, just keep your eyes open. Oh, I am going to give one little tease, though. I got time for one little tease of what's going to happen next month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Hit it.
We got plenty of time. I'm just going to show it real quick. Like this isn't my half. This is the other half.
Oh, nice.
So keep your eyes open because that was originally supposed to happen last fall.
Heck yeah.
But as we know, things happened with EDC and actually for funsies, the profile I was going to do for that collaboration became Dead Man's Hand.
Oh,
so,
nice.
so I had to come up with something new. That's what took so long. So, but that's going to be next month, and there's something special with that collaboration, but I'm going to save that for later, I guess.
Nice. Evan, can you show that label a little bit more on that collab one? Nice. Nice labels. Real nice labels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually designed the labels for both of us. So,
And are you able to let us know the sim profile on that one?
on this one,
Yes.
boy, if I can read it, bergamot, clove leaf, no, yeah, clove leaf. Boy, it's hard. Coriander, southern magnolia, tonka bean, and toasted oak.
Nice.
But I did not make this one. Lee made this one.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
Nice.
that's a sneak peek for next month. And then I don't know if anybody was ever following me real closely, but I had that mystery series going. If anybody remembers my mystery
Mhm.
series, it's supposed to be 4 cents and like Earhart, and then I had Croatoan.
Yeah.
Well, between the collab I was going to do with Lee, and then that kind of felt a lot of things happened. So I'm going to finish that series, but it's going to happen later this year. So
Cool.
I want to say what they're going to be, but I don't want to say what they're going to be. I'll keep it a mystery. I've had them picked out for months, but the way life happens and
Oh yeah.
things just kind of go the way they do, and well,
Mm-hmm.
other projects take
They sure
precedence.
do.
So
Well, yeah, and it's not like this is your company isn't something you do full time. You work a job as
yeah,
well.
yep.
Yep.
So it's understandable how things can get delayed or
Well, it just stunk because I'm like 2 of 4. I have 2 more cents coming to the mystery series, and then it's just crickets. Like, where's the other 2? Like, they're coming. They're coming. They're coming.
we'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
And when do you think the bomb will drop? If you got any idea?
So say I get labels in next week, which hopefully that's when they happen. Then I will make a full batch, and then after I make the full batch, then it's just a matter of product photos and getting them up on the site. So I'd say within the next 2 weeks,
Hmm.
3 weeks tops, I'll probably have them up on the site. So, and I'm gonna do a small run. I'll probably only make 20 of them to start with, just to see where it goes and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I guess the one cool thing. Oh no, I can't tell you that. Never mind.
Oh,
I can't
almost let it
tell you
slip.
that.
Almost let it slip.
Oops.
Evan, I already know the answer, but can you speak on your wash? I heard you picked up the recipe from a certain place.
So I didn't pick up the recipe. Lee and I are pretty good friends, and we
Mm-hmm.
worked pretty closely together on multiple things. We'd bounce ideas off each other. I've actually, since I've ever had a wash, Lee and I have had the same wash.
Oh, nice, nice.
So that's what I was getting at when I was telling you that. Yeah, we were very good because we were more collaboration over competition with each other, and I love Lee and Kim dearly. They're just great people, and hopefully if I make it to DC area, I can go meet them someday. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we've always used the same wash.
Oh, I
Um,
see. I see.
yep. We
Well,
kept secrets from each other, but we felt that wasn't one that needed to be a trade secret from each other.
nice.
So
Well, then that means it's a good wash because I've had EDC's wash, and if you're saying it's the same, then that's super nice. Super
yep,
nice.
yep, same wash. Yep.
Very, very good wash.
Let me get actually
Hey, Scott.
show it here.
Oh, slideshow.
Yes.
Some of this is from the last time you were on the show. I just added to it. But I wanted to show a few things here. The natural selection. This gives you the carrier line with the Abyssinian safflower, golden jojoba, meadow foam, sunflower seed, and the essential oil blend for $23.99 for a 1 ounce. And here, you already went over this. It's just giving a short description of the scents that are coming out. Darwin with the lime cypress and sandalwood. Theory with the frankincense, neroli. Evolution with the grapefruit, bergamot, lemon, and mint. And Galapagos with the cedarwood and mint. And here he's going back to unscented butters for $18.99. That's with shea butter, argan oil, hemp seed oil, meadow foam seed oil, jojoba oil, sweet almond oil, sunflower oil, and shea butter. And Brewer here says he hopes to meet up with you, Brad, Dino, and Philip, and anyone else who wants to hang out in Sioux Falls in September.
Heck yeah, I'll be there. That was a great time. Hopefully I get to do a little more socializing.
Yeah.
That was a great time.
I'd like to make it out to that one. We got to see. I got to make it through July, which is going to be a little rough on the pocketbook. Because I'm trying to go to both worlds and at the end of July to Kentucky.
Ooh. I forgot to mention. I'll just wait till the slideshow's over. Forgot to mention 2 other things, but one other thing, I guess.
And was trying to get here to the wash.
Oh, my fault, Scott. My fault.
Here's the wash. It's a $21.99 for an 8 ounce. I can let you read the ingredients, but it's.
You don't want to pronounce them, Scott?
What?
You don't want to pronounce them?
I'm sure I'll butcher a few of them. But if you're familiar with EDC wash, it's pretty identical. I just wanted to give you guys the price and the size.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, he said, is there an unscented oil? Yes. And even for the longest time, I didn't have labels for my unscented original blend. Now I have labels for them. I just haven't put it up on the site. Yes, I will do that. I will put up an unscented oil option on the site.
That's cool. I'm a big fan of unscented myself.
The longest time, every time I ordered labels for something, I forgot to order the unscented one. I finally ordered them when I ordered these natural selection labels, and I just kind of forgot to do it. So.
Oh. Still lost it here somewhere. I think I did have an unscented listed.
There it is.
Yeah, and it's listed on the site too. But so it's just one of those things that you overlook once in a while, and I don't know. I just kept overlooking that. St. Augustine is. I have 1 oil left. That is coming off of the site.
Okay.
There is 1 St. Augustine left, and that's marked down too. So.
That sounds interesting. Lemon, lime, and ginger.
It's a fantastic scent. It's just not what people want, I guess. So. It was actually one of the first 3 scents I ever made, and then I finally got around to bringing it to the main line last February or something, and it never really took off for me. So
Cup of coffee and a bomb. And these are the other mainline scents. Dead Man's Hand, he was talking about with the double tobacco flower cypress, double bourbon and honey.
Fantastic scent.
And a lot of these other good scents. Washington with a tart cherry, citron, oak, and musk. Jefferson with soft woods, light florals, white musk, and apple.
That one
Roosevelt
sounds
with-
real good.
It's amazing. I mean,
That sound,
not to toot my own horn, but it is one of the best floral colognes ever made, in my opinion.
yeah, that sounds real nice. That sounds real good.
And then we have Roosevelt with mahogany, sandalwood, mossy musk, and honeysuckle. Lincoln with smoked cedar and sophisticated oud. Togo with peppermint eucalyptus and French lavender. Old Ironsides, which is blood orange, tangerine, and aquatic cologne. We just talked about St. Augustine. Then Red Tails with spicy redwood, amber, and grapefruit, and the unscented.
Brad, the unscented will be in the original carrier blend. I
I
thought
was
I ordered labels for both blends. I did not, which
I
boggles
was
my mind because I have both of them made, like the labels. So I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened.
I was just about to ask you if you're gonna have unscented in the collections blend.
I will next time I order labels, which I
Nice,
just did. Crap.
nice.
Just
Of course.
it'll come. It'll happen. It'll happen.
How you doing, Bobby?
See, Mark likes unscented before bed. See, I don't like just as a
Same
personal
here.
preference, I don't like unscented like hardly ever unless it's balm or butter. But I wear more essential oils at nighttime because they don't linger, you know. That's kind of like where I go with nighttime. But to each their own. Like I understand it completely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's when I do most of unscented is at nighttime.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, recently I've been doing Dr. Nick's growth oil at night.
Oh,
Nice,
sure.
Either that
nice.
or I use Live Bearded's leave-in conditioners some nights as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nightcap.
Yeah.
That's a good scent.
Yeah, it is.
When I met Spencer and Mink at their headquarters a couple years ago, they sent me home with a man candle, a cologne, and a couple bottles of that leave-in conditioner.
Mhm.
They're great guys. Great guys.
Yeah, it's great that you got to meet them.
Yeah, well, we were going to Phoenix for a wedding, and that's the first place we went. We got off the plane and drove straight over to Live Bearded HQ and met the whole crew there. That's cool. I walked in the door wearing one of their Live Bearded shirts, and I can't remember his name, but the really big dude just came and gave me a hug right when I walked in the door. I was like, okay, we're hugging. We're hugging.
I know the guy. We have been, and I've gotten some of their stuff, but the only thing I really use theirs is that nightcap.
Oh, sure. They're like Live Beard, like Beard Brand for me. I like their oil, and their
Yeah.
butter is almost like a good replacement for a balm for me. Honestly,
It's very
tacky.
silky.
Yep. But their wash and conditioner, I like those. They're good. But
Yeah, they do have a good wash.
yep. Yes, and I don't know if you wanted both of them back, but I kind of screwed up the one. And then this one, I just think it looks dumb how I did it, and I did it in Sharpie the first time. So, oh, does that look good to you, Jacob?
Is the dodo the Darlin Ord spirit animal?
The last melon.
Yeah.
Oh, Bobby, that is not Brewer on screen. He is taking hiatus. He is
Oh,
here in
I
the
think
chat somewhere.
Heliofont. He said, "What's viscosity?" The fragrance blend is a straight up medium, and then the new natural selections is a medium light, medium thin. So
Now, I've noticed on some pure essential oil blends, you get this weird oil smell somewhere in there. Do you get that with the ones here we're talking
I
about tonight?
guess, I guess, can you
Well,
elaborate on that? I
I
guess.
don't know. I don't know if it's coming from the essential oil or not. It's just on occasion I get this strange, like oily smell to them, and I only get it on a couple of. I mean, it must be where it just comes through on with certain scents. I'm guessing it's coming from the essential oils,
I
but
guess,
from other companies.
no, no. I guess I don't
I
get anything like
Yeah, I'd
that.
have
I
to try it
guess,
to.
like if I was to understand, maybe like like I used like if you buy Togo, that's real French lavender essential oil in
Yeah.
that, and I picked that essential lavender because it has less nose bite than
Mhm.
like a Bulgarian lavender. It's just smoother. That's why I picked that one. So I don't know if that's maybe what you're trying to
Yeah,
get
I
at.
don't want to say company names,
No, no, no,
but
no, no, and no, no.
they
But
have um, other essential ones that I love, and some that I just get a weird, just at a certain scent. It's like I don't know if I like that.
I guess no.
I'm guessing it comes from the essential oil.
And it could also be carrier because it say they use the same carrier for a
Right.
fragrance, but it hides it.
Yeah.
You know,
True. That could be.
so that's hard telling without really understanding the question.
Yeah. I've never actually gotten it with their like their normal line from the
Yeah,
company.
I mean, so it could be a carrier, like like castor oil that smells like pencil shavings. So
Yeah. I'm walking to find. And I think I only got it on. It may be just only one scent of theirs, so I'm not gonna go and uh, start bashing on a company.
remember the line you're walking, Scott.
Yeah,
Just what's the next topic?
I'll just leave it at that. A lot of their other stuff I really did enjoy.
Yeah. Walking the line like Johnny Cash.
Just a question, I think, because of trying another company's products. And like I
Oh,
said, it might just be one.
I'm so picky about my scent choices. You should see the samples I throw away, and I'm like, this is gonna be awesome. And I do the sniff test, and I'm like, this is not awesome.
Yeah, everything I've gotten from you, I've loved. So
Yeah,
can't
that
complain.
Christmas truce.
Yeah, that's a favorite of mine.
Mm. That one broke me. Yeah, that imagination was running thin when I finally nailed that one.
Frankie J says he's had St. Augustine in his checkout basket for a while. I don't think he's got many of
Oh,
those left, Frankie. So,
yeah, I got one left. I did see.
Oh, you better get it quick, Frankie.
yeah, if that's what you want,
You better
better
get
get
it.
on that.
Frankie's got it. He's got it.
He
Let's
probably heard
go.
us say that.
Thanks, Frankie. Now I need to take that off the site now. Oh.
I'll be right
I
back.
just bought it. Nice, Frankie.
Yeah, thank you, man. Who's Carrie? Nate's in here. Chris. Everybody.
Yeah.
We got 34 strong.
Jeez.
34 strong with 34 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Evan, is that some of your kids' work right behind you there?
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Dad. I love you. And
Nice.
it looks like a Viking longship, and we're fishing.
Nice. That's like some of the most cherished things from kids is what they bring home or what they do. Here's a sunflower from my boy. It was the state of Kansas birthday last week, so he did like a little sunflower for me.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love that
it's
stuff,
so cool.
like Father's Day and stuff like that. I
Mhm.
don't want presents from the kids. I want stuff from the parents.
Come here.
Oh. Also, I'm sure most people saw it and follow me, but I got these in from Jacob too. I got those air fresheners in.
Nice.
So
Good night, Jacob.
Very cool.
good night, Jacob. Sleep good, man.
Later, Jacob.
Later. Those are nice because you can put them in the car and have your favorite scents right with you in the car.
Yep.
Oh, you got Clementine?
Yeah, she come on.
Let's go.
She don't want to. She don't want to come. Come here, Clemmy.
He doesn't want to be on
Come
camera.
on, Clem. Come on,
Harry's got
Clementine.
me
You can do
rolling
it.
over here.
Hey, Clementine.
Come on, Clem.
Come here. Come here.
Jason Cherry.
I miss that snoring.
Yeah, it's been a while since they've been on.
Yeah, that's so cool.
He's a big girl.
I got my boy right down here.
Oh.
Oh, there she is.
There she is. Oh my
There you go,
goodness.
big mama dog.
Oh.
She looks so happy.
Oh yeah, she always does.
Does it take a long time to evaluate the scent, or do you know
What a
it right
cutie.
off?
What a cutie.
There you go.
Is it Tim? Is Hierophant? Is his name Tim? I feel like that's his name.
Steve, I thought.
Is it Steve? Okay.
I thought it was Steve.
But does it take time in beer to evaluate the scent? So sometimes, yeah. Let's see here.
I think a lot of those that evolve like that,
It's especially it's kind of tough. Sometimes you know right off. Some of them just blend so well, and you can just pick them all up right then, right from bottle. But yeah, some you have to. You're like, I'm pretty sure this is a good one. So then you have to throw it into a beard test, and then it opens up. It just kind of depends on the scent. If you're going for extremely layered and complex, I feel like it takes a little more evaluation. But other times, once it gets past the sniff test and you do an in-beard test, you usually know after one test if it's going to go or not. But sometimes they grow on you. Sometimes it's just start from scratch again. Let's see here. Let's see. Frankie, will I continue the history lessons? For each scent, yeah, I usually try to do a little synopsis. Like, so for like this collection, I just did like one story. I didn't go and do a story for each scent. Because the collection is the story. I'm just going back and looking at some questions here, guys.
Oh, that's fine.
Let's see here.
Oh yeah,
see
he
if
did. He did
there's.
drop it. Hey, Stephen. Yeah.
Trying to see if there's any more here. The dodo spirit animal. Okay, I don't see any more questions. Okay, here we go. Have you had a scent that started great but finished unexpectedly bad, or the other way around? Yes. Yes. It passed the sniff test, and I thought it was going to be super great. And then it got in beard and then opened up and like the opening up was fine, but the dry down is where it fell apart. That's where it fell apart. It was really good all the way up until like you got like an hour in, and then it did not work. And that stinks. You're like, oh, you're 75% there, but then it doesn't work.
I haven't really had where they opened up bad. Normally, when they open up like that, is when I normally enjoy them. Or when you walk outside and the wind just gives you a slight different scent.
Yep, yep. And and I've had oils from numerous other places, and I've had some experiences like that where it's awesome until the long dry down, and then it's just kind of like it's not for me. And I'm not really all that picky. I mean, I wear a ton of different scents. It's just sometimes it's kind of like what you were saying, like you get like this smell and you're just like, it's not for me. But
Yeah.
who knows? Everybody's nose is different, and I'm sure my scents are like that for other people too. So
Mm-hmm.
can't win them all.
Yep.
I like when you said you get that breeze. Surprisingly enough, Jefferson, it's a light scent, but man, does it have some staying power. You'll catch a breeze through the beard, and then you get that nice like floral undertone. Oh, it's nice. For a light scent, the staying power is amazing, honestly.
And then Evan, how would you describe your scent durations? And I apologize if you went over it already.
I haven't. I'm a very I'd say almost all of my scents are that medium, 4 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think here. Togo for me, Togo is like a 4 because it's a peppermint and lavender. It's about a 4-hour scent.
Mm-hmm.
I think my longest scent would probably be like it was Knickerbocker, but now like my for scent duration, I'd say Lincoln, um, Dead Man's Hand, probably Jefferson, at least to my nose, would be like my longest scent duration ones.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know some people like Jefferson, they don't get 8 hours like I will, but for whatever
Mm-hmm.
reason, that one lasts a long time for me. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Lincoln and Dead Man's Hand, and it's kind of like Brian on Beards and Banjos said with Dead Man's Hand. It starts out just strong, but then the strong goes away, but then it's a subdued longevity that you get all day with it. So
Gotcha.
Amber says Togo makes the skin tingle.
no, Togo's amazing. Togo's my
Yeah,
personal favorite. Yeah,
Togo
and
does
old
sound nice.
Old Ironsides is my wife's. That was a happy accident. I made it and I had her smell it and she said, "Oh yeah." So I'm like, "Yeah, I got to make that one." So,
Yep. If the ladies say yes, then you better make it.
yep.
Yeah.
So those are our two favorites. So we may be
Mm-hmm.
a little biased towards those two, but
Mm-hmm.
Amber says she thinks
is that
I guess that it would be your main line. Lincoln's the only one they don't have.
and Lincoln kind of smoke because it says smoked oud or smoked cedar and oud. Um, Smoke scares people away. Um, I don't think it's smoky at all. Like it's almost like the essence of a smoke. Like take a charred piece of wood and smell that. that, it's not
Yeah.
like you're smelling a campfire type of smoke. So to me, it's not smoky at all, but it's a good, deep, dark, sophisticated scent. It's it's incredible. It's one of my OGs. Love it. It's a great scent. What would that guy had a question? Oh, Brad. Any
Yeah.
plan for new merch? Well, my newest merch is those air fresheners, and I don't know what to do for shirts. I need to talk to a local company and see if I can set something up where it's like a order, and then they'd make per order kind of thing, because I can't afford to buy 30 shirts of each size and sit on them, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's one of those things where I can, or maybe I could do like a pre-order thing. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to
Yep.
talk to that company where I get my hats and see what we could work out. But that's not like the highest thing on my to-do list. But
That's why
um,
we use that spread shop for our merch, because we can't afford to stock all that stuff.
no, no, and you want to, so then you know what you have and you have control over it. But
Yeah.
it's so no, like I don't have a ton of ideas for new merch right now. I do have, so my soap. What's left of my soap right now, bar soap, is going to be changing. I'm going to be, because I use two soap makers right now. One is local and one is not local, and I'm going to be moving all of it to my local soap maker. And I am going to be coming out with it should almost be done curing, but I'm going to have Togo in a bar soap. That's going to be activated charcoal and with the mint and everything. So I think that's going to be a great bar soap. And then if you haven't tried my tarred and feathered pine tar soap, she makes that too. Um, it's not like a super pungent pine tar. It's nice and light, but the way it makes your skin feel, I've never had a bar soap like that. She does amazing work with her bar soaps. That's why I'm moving everything more local with her. And I like to keep things local too, support small business.
Yeah.
So if
No.
Togo goes over well, I'm gonna continue down that path and maybe get some more of my main line. Like maybe I'll do Old Ironsides in a bar soap, something
Yeah,
like
you
that.
have a lot of sense that I think would do very well in bar
Mm-hmm.
soap.
So that's my plan going forward. So most of my soaps, once they're gone, I'll probably drop them, with the exception of Tarred and Feathered. I'll add Togo. I might keep one of the other ones. We'll see. But a big thing for me this year is going forward, I'm going to be streamlining, and I'm not ready to discuss everything in that, but I need to I needed to reel back and see what sells, and then streamline things so it makes it easier on my overhead. So
And I think a lot of small batch companies go through that as
mhm.
well. Um,
You want to offer everything, but you just can't,
right,
Mm-hmm.
So
right. You got to pick and choose what sells and what doesn't.
when it's hard, I love St. Augustine.
Yeah.
It doesn't sell, and there's no. I mean, I can make it for myself if I really want to wear St.
I,
Augustine. So
I, I think that ginger scares people. I don't know.
oh, really? I mean, it
Yeah.
smells like a Sprite and a 7 Up got together,
Yeah.
is what it smells like. It's
Nice.
so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, those.
That's a scent I think people get a little gun shy on.
Well, and it could be the naming too. You know, maybe that's St. Augustine. Maybe it just doesn't connect with people. You know,
Yeah.
so who knows? Maybe it'll come back someday.
Yeah. Or you could just bring it back as like a monthly deal.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
that's what I mean. It might
Certain.
come back.
Yeah.
Might come back as something else. The sky's the limit. That kind of deal. So. That's like Knickerbocker. Knickerbocker's gonna come back. That's not gone forever. It's just gone from the main line. So I can't ever fully get rid of that one. That was my like first scent I ever made. I love it. It's just it made more sense to put this tobacco scent ahead of that one. So
Yeah.
oh. So what else we got, guys?
I don't think we have much else. Have you had to make any project changes because of challenges that come with living exceptionally rural?
I mean, I'm not. I mean, yeah, I'm in the middle of nowhere. No, usually I did run into. I've run into labels not getting here on time, but every company deals with that stuff. And uh, what was it? I needed to order bottles last fall, and I could not find caps. Could
Yeah.
not find caps, and I was like, I looked, and I finally found some, and dang, they got to me in like 3 days. I was like, what? So I don't know. That's been my. I mean, sometimes it's just running out of stuff like that. I think one time I needed hemp seed oil to make another master batch, and I couldn't find hemp seed oil. It took me down a few sites to find some, and then I was like, I don't like this supplier, the way it looks and everything, and so that got kind of sketchy for a while. But then, thank God, my main supplier were back in stock, so that alleviated that problem. So no, being rural, I mean, we have a great, like, the UPS guy is awesome, and the drop off in town is 10 feet from my desk where I work. So whenever I ship something UPS, I just walk it over there, and at 1 o'clock he picks it up. And our post office ladies are awesome. They'll get everything out the day I put it in there, and no, it's all my mail's pretty good. But the only thing that doesn't show up on time is everything I order from Prime. That's never a 2-day shipment.
It seems in the last year it's gotten worse.
Well, we have one of the biggest Amazon facilities in Sioux Falls. Doesn't matter. It's 7 days after you order.
Oh.
Yeah, no, like Prime doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah,
Deliver.
like
I haven't seen a donkey in years, Carrie. Haven't seen a donkey.
yeah, I heard some energy drinks and they were supposed to be here in like 2 days, and I think it came in like 6 days.
That's pretty average for Prime here. Amazon Prime, as long as I've had it, it's never been a 2-day shipment for me. It's like 2 days till it gets shipped, and then it's
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 days after that. So what qualifies as exceptionally rural? So here's what qualifies as exceptionally rural. We have a town on one of the reservations called Eagle Butte, and my brother had to deliver seed to a guy out there, and his address was 32 miles south of Eagle Butte.
Oh.
That was his address. So he went 32 miles south, and he, like driving in the middle of nowhere, and by God, there was that guy's house.
Oh, wow.
That's rural. Or the
Not
stop
even
sign says "Whoa."
not even directional coordinates.
That's a different world out there.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Ordered stickers a couple hours ago. They'll be here tomorrow. What's it like? What's it like having things delivered the next day? And
Any
it's
barbershop?
crazy. I can ship something to Oregon where it has to cross the Rocky Mountains, and it'll take 3 days. So three and a half with me dropping it off, and 3 days later, that person has it. But I can ship something to Michigan, and it'll take up to 10 days to get to that person. I can't figure it out. Makes no sense to me.
I'll never figure out how some of my shipments end up in California all the way on the other
Mhm.
side of the country.
Sometimes they get stuck to other packages. Like if they come in bubble mailers, I
Uh-huh.
always make sure that like if there's a tacky spot, I'll try and like rub that off because I don't want it getting stuck to something. Because
Yeah.
that does happen. And then somebody will get it and they're like, oh, this isn't supposed to be here. Then they scan it back in and that happens.
Yeah. It always happens when a company's going to send me something that they want us to talk about on the show, so they send it to us to try, and they'll be cutting it a little close to before the show, but it'll always go somewhere else where it's not supposed to.
Oh, I ordered something. I don't remember what it was. And it ended up in Massachusetts and said delivered. And I was like, what? Well, somebody in Massachusetts has the exact same address as me. And I thought that was just wild. But I'm like, how did it end up there instead of South Dakota? So,
Well, most cities have my address in, so that's
I
not
was
unusual. It's
I
a
was
number.
literally about to say that example that Tara just said as an example. They've been talking about it on their lives. So yeah, that's crazy.
at least it's on the right side of the continent.
Yeah, yeah. I live smack in the middle of the United States, and it will always end up on one of the coasts.
Oh, what's this, Michael?
So,
Yeah, Michael, and thanks for being here. Now is a good time to try Notable out because yeah, with the price changes on my main line and stuff, yeah, it's a good time to give me a shot. And hopefully, I got more big things coming. My wife, see, part of me is I had to organize plan out my year, and this is when this is happening. This is when this is happening, and hopefully, I can stick to that as best I can. So, hopefully, we got some big drops coming out this year.
Do you have
no,
any barbershop profiles in the plans?
I have a version 2. I don't know what the timeline or plan is for it exactly. I got that's been just pushed back and pushed back and pushed back because I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I do have a version 2, and I have one guy who's one of my moderators got to try it because he's a barbershop fanatic and he likes it. So it's just a matter of I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with it. Maybe it'll just be one of those one-off drops, or I don't know. I haven't decided what to do with it.
Yeah, there are a lot of barbershop fans out there, so
I like a good barbershop. I don't swoon over them, but I mean, one of my
yeah.
favorites is Cutman from 8-Bit, and he made it at, like he took it away or made it seasonal. It's like, God dang it, Sean! It's like,
Seems
but
companies do that as soon as you find something you like.
yeah. Well, it's just what do you do?
Well, yeah.
What do you do?
And then Evan, you keep saying moderator. Do you have your own kind of YouTube channel that you do or something like that?
I have a channel. I wouldn't call it a channel, but I have a channel. No, my moderator's in my Facebook group.
Oh, Facebook.
I got
I see.
I got Brad Glazier,
I see.
James O'Rear, and Kylie Warren, and Scott Matzuzak. Out. I'm from Polishville, and I can't pronounce his last name. Matuzak. Yeah.
I
Those
got
are
you.
my moderators. So,
On Facebook.
yep.
Nice.
Without them, I couldn't run that group, and that's the total truth. I'm terrible about social media, and we all kind of have our own little jobs. Like, James is kind of like he does the engagement posts. Kylie does giveaways and stuff like that. He kind of runs those. I do all the new product stuff, and then Brad and Scott. Scott's kind of like the police. He kind of like seeing if anybody's causing trouble, reports back. So I couldn't do it without those guys.
Nice.
Brad, we do not have a discount code for Notable that I'm aware of.
Oh,
But we do have other discount codes. You can catch on our outro, and I should actually probably. I've been meaning to get those posted on Instagram as well. What do you call an Amish Uber?
okay, so we don't have
Even
Amish here. We have Hutterites. They're like modern day Amish. I don't know. Did anybody else have Hutterites? Do you guys know what those are? So they're like
ha-
Amish, but Hutterites
we ha-
use like what?
We have Mennonites. They're kind
Oh,
of
no.
like Amish, but
Yeah.
So Hutterites live in their colonies, but they use modern technology. So it's actually funny. I've never seen a Hutterite wife with a cell phone. But I was at the dentist office the other day, and her husband and their son went in to get their teeth fixed. And here she's sitting with her daughter, and she was scrolling her smartphone, and she was wearing dudes. And I was like, that is not something you see every day. But they're like Amish, but modernized. I mean, the one we have a bunch of them around here, and the one closest to town, they have like a super high tech metal fabrication. They have a
Oh, nice.
giant steel press, water cutters, lasers. I mean, you want something made out of metal, they'll do it for you. So,
Nice.
some of them build houses, do countertops. Yeah, they're pretty. They're Amish but modernized is basically how I describe it. They wear the all black. They wear hats, plaid shirts. So
Yeah, we have. I pretty much think they're pretty much just Amish here, but they're pretty much the old school. You won't see any technology. They actually have. Some of them have lanterns off of their buggies. I've even seen some that have actual candles lighting their buggies that they drive around on.
yeah, you got to think about that too. That must be nice. Just that simplicity of life. You know.
Well, yeah. There's times when I feel like I got to disconnect, and it's like, man, it was nice when we were younger and didn't have all this stuff.
Oh yeah. My mom kicked us out of the house. Didn't matter if it was hot or
Yeah.
cold outside. I tell my kids to go out of the house, and they're like, "Well, I don't want to." I didn't get a choice. I didn't get
No. No, and like during the summers, Mom would buy us swimming passes, and we lived at the city pool.
Tara.
They were goth pilgrims. And I suppose being from LA.
Hey, pilgrims. I've been to LA once. I don't need to go back for a while. But I did get to stay in a nice place. It was right by Catalina Island called Terraneus Resort. That was pretty nice. But I don't. Thank God my wife can drive in city traffic because I couldn't do 6 or 7 lanes of traffic. There's no way. I can drive a half hour where I live and not see another car.
Yeah,
I love it.
that's more out by where I work. And that's where I see a lot of the Amish is near where I work.
What do they always joke? A traffic jam in South Dakota is being stuck behind a tractor or a combine.
Yeah, here in Milwaukee, the city I live in, we have the same population in the city as the state of Wyoming. We thought it was
You have
great when we went to
600,000
Wyoming. The traffic was so peaceful.
You have 600,000 people.
It's over 700,000.
Jesus. Yeah, no, thank you. I don't even think we've hit 1 million yet in South Dakota.
Oh, I know. I was like, we gotta go out to Wyoming again. It's peaceful driving out there.
I think we're at like 990 people in this town, and then like the town I grew up by was 52.
Yeah, that's a real small town.
Yep.
Real
It wouldn't
small.
be so bad if we didn't have all these guys who would always be cutting you off. And
You know, the nice thing about a small town, and the not so nice thing is everybody knows everybody.
Mhm.
I've joked to some guys. I'm like, if you just showed up in my town and said, "Hey, where's Evan live?" The old guys drinking coffee would be like, "Oh yeah, he married so and so, and they got 2 kids. Yeah, they're right over here." They're right over-
Tara loves Catalina Island.
I didn't go to Catalina Island, but from our balcony, I mean, you could spit and hit it, you know. So it was a beautiful resort. We showed up in a minivan, and they like opened our doors, took all our bags, and drove off with the minivan. And I was like, "Do we tip these people, or I didn't know what was going on?
Do I have anything left?
Did we just get robbed? Did we just get?"
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a fun trip. That was a fun trip.
And Amber says, everyone knows everything about everyone or think they do.
Yep, I'm telling you, those
Yep.
old guys at coffee know more about my life than I do.
Yeah, I grew up in a small town. I know what that's like.
But you know, the nice thing too is locking your house or your cars. That's almost a non-existent thing.
My parents
You know.
never locked the front door.
Yep. No, I mean, our front door is because but yeah, that's just like not a thing. But you go 30 miles, you know, from here to the big town of Aberdeen. That's a different story. So
But they even got robbed once. Someone walked in their house and stole paintings off the wall.
Oh,
And they still didn't lock the doors. But every few months, my parents would get a restitution check from the guy who got arrested for stealing their paintings.
I love Amber's
There you go.
comments. There used to be the coffee crowd at the gas station across the street from work here. And you'd walk in and here'd be the old ladies and they're just chit-chatting. And you'd walk in and they just
Yeah.
and they'd follow you, see what you're doing, see what you're getting. And then as soon as you're about to walk out the door, they start talking to each other again. Like, Jesus. Gusty wind area over there.
That's great. Well, guys, if you don't have any more questions for Evan, we're going to wind down the show. We're about hitting the 2-hour mark here.
it goes quick. It goes quick when they're
Oh,
having
yeah.
fun.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah. Thanks for having me back on, guys.
Yeah.
We appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, anytime you got something big coming up, yeah. We enjoy
This is a
having
big
on.
one. The amount of time I've put into this entire project it's been years in the making. So I'm finally glad to get to where I wanted to start originally. So
Yeah, that's great. No, there's a lot of companies who are starting to go to that route because there are a lot of people who enjoy the essential oil blends.
And you know, for me, it was a lot of not so much online people asking for it, but at vendor shows, a lot of people would ask for either balm or are these all essential oils? So, like, no, I don't have a balm. I'll make one soon. And that was my intention, but I finally got around to it. So that is coming.
Definitely.
So.
We appreciate it, everyone. Make sure to check us out next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
That doesn't work on. Oh, it does.
Yep.
MacBook.
We have Beard Mana coming
go.
on the show. You guys haven't checked out the new Beard Mana stuff. We will be talking about that next week. They have a sale. I think it only goes through Valentine's Day though. For pretty much, you can get most of their stuff for $9.99. So
Thanks.
if you want any of that stuff from Beard Banter, be sure to check that out. We will be talking about their new line and everything they've got going on next week. But
I got something real quick,
Okay.
Scott. Amber, this is 2 weeks in a row now that I haven't seen Kevin comment or anything like that. Am I missing something, or is he locked in the shed, or?
he must be locked in the shed.
Yeah, I haven't.
That poor man.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's no internet out in the shed.
you're missing the Kevin tips.
Yeah. But anyway, that's all I had to say. Just trying to check in on a guy.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, everyone, and we appreciate it. We will check you out
Yeah.
on next Thursday. Respect the journey, you know.
Good night, everybody. Have a
Be
good
you, be
Friday.
notable, guys.
That's right, Scott. Get them lasers. Let's go.
Thanks, guys.